Hello, here's my next video. Let's hope that the audio works. This has been a long time coming because I've been dealing with some technical issues, just figuring out recording and setup. So today's topic is going to be, first and foremost, thank you. Thank you for 150 plus subscribers. Welcome to the channel. This is Lumeris, the Art of Lumeris, and this is me just rambling about art while you see a sped up painting. So today's subject is going to be just a hodgepodge of things. I really didn't script it. I had tried, but I keep going off script, so I'm like, screw it. We're gonna just improv this one. So what you're seeing is a sea wyvern. It is, or wyvern, however you want to pronounce it. It is from my book, The Law of the Dragons. It's the first in a series that I've been working on. And this depicts a scene that happens while the character is at sea trying to head to the antagonist's kingdom. I'm not going to talk too much about the book, but I do want to talk a little bit about inspiration, and just the origin of, I guess, this as like sort of an introduction. Who am I? So my art is basically inspired from my writing. My writing inspires my art, and my art is inspired by my writing. I started out writing, not doing art much. I did like sketches and doodles and stuff, but I wasn't set on being like an author artist. My dream was to be like a famous author one day. Like by the time I turned 16, I remember telling myself that. Yeah, it didn't happen. Suffice to say, I am 34 years old and very, very far from that. But it was a good dream, and it propelled me to doing a lot with my art, and that I wouldn't have done, to be honest. But I didn't start my art until I was 18. Pretty much, I didn't really think that I could become like this amazing artist. It never really crossed my mind. Not that I'm amazing, although I do like my art. I think I do pretty okay. But in the beginning, I was like, I was mostly focused on the writing. So then I want to say late 2007, I was 17, I stumbled upon a wonderful artist on the site Elfwood. Those who know. It was a fantastic site, and I wish with my heart of hearts that it was still online, because that was my favorite place. I was a moderator for a time too. But I stumbled upon an artist who was also an author, and she self-published. Her name is Adelie Lorraine, or Adelie Sessler, I can't remember, but she goes by like, meadowhaven.net is still her website, and you can see her art, and she was my first big influence, because she gave me hope that I could actually do both and be pretty good at it if I tried. And that honestly is what springboarded me into this obsession with art. And then a couple years later, I was dragged to my first ever Gen Con, and I met artists that worked with Magic the Gathering, Wizards of the Coast, and I was like starstruck. I was like stunned, beside myself. I realized right then and there that I could actually make money doing this too. And I know money shouldn't be like the main factor in this stuff, and it's not. It's just the realization that it was possible to make a living doing what I love to do, which is create fantasy dragons and people. That was new to me, and it was inspiring too. And So from there, I started continuing with trying to improve my work. And it was a long journey. And there was a hiatus. In my 20s, I went 4.5, almost 5 years, I think, where I barely did any art. I didn't even write, really. I was just going with the flow of life at the time. It was really stressful. I don't really want to get into it, but it was a tough time for me in many ways. But after that time, I found a mentorship, and I spent about a year taking $5 to $15 commissions on DeviantArt to build up a savings that was outside the money that I was earning at the time, kind of just to keep it separate. I got a mentorship, one-on-one mentorship for 8 weeks, and that helped bump me up. I learned more about the fundamentals, anatomy, color, rendering, composition, narrative, all of those things, and it was very good. Helped me a lot. And that was when I was 28. Then 29 happened. I had another big life event, but at that point, art and writing had become so ingrained in my life again. I felt like I was reclaiming myself, and it just kind of kept building up from there. And it was a very interesting experience, to say the least. So like today, I am 34. It has been 5 years since 2019, and that's wild, to say the least. But now I've just finished my second book cover commission in the last 1.5 years, so that's 2 under my belt. I'm pretty proud of that. I can't share it with you until it releases sometime this month. I'm excited about that. Let's see, I do a lot of character commissions for TTRPG players, and I do character commissions for authors. And it's been a rewarding experience. I enjoy it. I do work a full-time job though, so it's my second income, really. It helps pay for food because everything's more expensive. So that's a bit about me. With this art, you're gonna see me flipping the canvas a lot. Brainstorming the colors, because there was I didn't know what I was doing with the colors. I was like, what combination is going to work well? I don't know. Which I think that's going to segue into my next video, where I'm going to talk about problem solving in art, because that is probably going to be my most favorite thing, because that is my favorite thing with art, is problem solving. And I hope you join, and if not, that's fine. But thank you if you made it this far. I appreciate you, and I appreciate everybody who has subscribed, and can't thank you enough. So yeah, hopefully I'll get better at this. Right now, I know I am stumbling a lot. I'm not used to this. It's very strange to me, but it's something I've wanted to do for a long time. And the one thing that many people tell me is just do it. Just do it. So here it is. So I'll see you next time. Bye.